USS Lexington and Yorktown have made contact with 2 Japanese fleet carriers in the Coral Sea. Our forces did a number on them, as our pilots have reported, leaving both Japanese carriers in flames. Our carrier task force is now preparing a second strike against the enemy once all of our aircraft have been recovered. Here is hoping we can hammer the enemy and sink one of these carriers here and now. Hello everybody, Wolfpack here, and welcome back to Task Force Admiral as we continue the Battle of Coral Sea mission. In the previous episode, we got some really good strikes on Shokaku and Zuikaku. The Japanese have attacked Lexington and Yorktown. However, they remain relatively undamaged at this point. Let's bring up the UI and see how Lady Lex is looking. She does have some minor damage and some minor flooding, but other than that, she is doing just fine. Let's take a look at USS Yorktown. USS Yorktown is in good shape. Now, our strike package is on the way back. We do have some aircraft that I'm considering launching. If we bring up the Ouija board, we can see what we have in the hangar. It looks like Yorktown just has a whole bunch of Dauntlesses, 15 Dauntlesses. How many does Lexington have? Lexington has a good amount as well. Let's probably get a mission ready. Let's take a look at the map because I do believe there are Japanese aircraft inbound. Yep, there sure are multiple aircraft. We don't have radar contact on any of our flights. This could be actually our flight, now that I'm thinking about it. Heading in towards us, we do not know these are hostile aircraft. 10 plus, 20 plus aircraft. These very well may be friendly. The last known position of the enemy group is right here, 5 ships heading into the wind. Let's show the wind real quick. Yeah, they're heading into it, so it's possible they may be recovering aircraft. The Japanese strike is outbound, the last one, and there might be another here. Let's actually bring up our missions. And let's see where our aircraft are supposed to be. So some of our aircraft are supposed to be right around here. What about Naval Strike 6? Right here. They may be ahead of schedule. It is very possible. They do have visual contact. And then we have one aircraft here that USS Farragut is picking up on radar. Let's go over to, well, who's picking these up? USS Alwyn. That is one of our destroyers. There she is, DD-355. Let's take a look at what she's up to. Way over here. Oh boy, I do hope these are not Japanese aircraft. That would be incredibly unfortunate for us. Although we have weathered one pretty large Japanese strike, I do think we do okay, all things considered. Yorktown does have, oh no, excuse me, Lexington does have a big hole in the side. She also has a hole on the flight deck. I'm assuming this is getting patched up, so we will be able to recover aircraft. And if anything, once we figure out if these are friend or foe, we are going to turn back into the wind. Yeah, let's get rid of this waypoint. And I'm going to go move this waypoint into the wind. Let's get ready to begin recovering aircraft. We have another aircraft picked up. USS Farragut's grabbing that one. And these aircraft are turning in. Oh boy, not good. Yep, let's begin evasive maneuvers anyway. We have Cap. Where are these guys? They both ditched. They were all shot down. There were a lot of Japanese Zeros in the air. Which certainly did not bode well for us. Let's take a look at fleet management here. Here's our entire formation, kind of in disarray at the moment. Someone is engaging something. This is leader, target in sight, getting in position for firing pass. Bandits. Task force setting is heading into the wind to commence air operations. Okay. That's a good sign. That makes me really believe these guys are friendly. Well, we have received our answer. These are not friendly aircraft closing in. We are commencing evasive maneuvers. If we take a look at the map, this is a Japanese strike. 10 aircraft, 10 plus aircraft there, and I'm guessing another 20 plus coming in. Jeez, okay. And our full strike, I'm guessing these are ours then. Our full strike did a number on the enemy. I mean, the Japanese carriers were pretty much dead in the water. One of them was, I believe. And I do think they're going to have a hard time recovering their aircraft. That being said, I bet these pilots, these Japanese pilots that are closing in on our position are pissed. This is going to be unfortunate. We can see Yorktown's been hit here by a couple of torpedoes, it looks like. Anti-aircraft guns are starting to engage. Let's take a look at this cruiser. Here we go. Yep. What's out there? Kate's closing in. They're definitely going for the flat tops. We just have to survive this. Shoot down a bunch of them, please. That is a trio of Kates, and the real thing I'm concerned about is the valves, which I am certain are somewhere out there. Okay, USS Yorktown's under attack. She's engaging. Opening fire. More aircraft on the starboard side. Chicago Pianos are about to start lighting them up. Let them have it. Torpedoes in front. Not good. Here we go. Closing in. Lots of guns are firing. Look at that. That is just so freaking cool to look at. Come on. Okay, they passed in front. Where are they going for? Oh no, okay, that's a Kate that was shot down over there. Are they going for the cruiser? Look at that cruiser heeling over. They weren't able to drop. Good stuff. Fantastic. And this is also a good time to mention that one of the Kickstarter goals was to have controllable anti-aircraft mounts, and that goal was met. Now that I say that, quite a few Kickstarter goals have been met. They've had to add a handful of more, including the inclusion of TAC View, which is pretty nifty. Okay, USS Anderson here. DD-411 has spotted torpedoes in the water. She's way up here, engaging. I would love to just have binoculars, that would be cool. Okay, we weathered that storm. I do believe they actually did end up dropping their torpedoes. That probably wasn't their best pass. Clearly. I don't believe we were hit at all. Now what I'm worried about. Let's check damage report where we hit it all. Negative. No more damage. That's good. We've weathered this. Let's take a look at the tactical map here. 20 more aircraft inbound. USS Alwyn has visual contact on them. Oh my gosh, her guns are trained almost straight up. I bet they're dive bombers. Oh my goodness. Look at all of that. Zeros above, Val's inbound. That's a lot of Japanese aircraft. I bet they're definitely going for the carriers. I have no doubt about that. The carriers are off to our port side here. Well, the good news is some of those torpedo bombers did end up missing. Looks like the Vals are swinging around. Wonder which carrier they're going to go after. We pretty much have no cap available. All of our cap has been shot down. We do have a good escort with the strike package. Maybe they'll arrive, who knows? They should be actually getting pretty close now that I'm thinking about it. Let's take a look at the map here. I need estimates. Okay, some friendly aircraft coming in, piecemeal, and then this is our strike way out here. Let's take a look at Lady Lex. 5-inchers are firing. It's just a stream of Japanese aircraft. That is going to hurt. Obviously, our anti-aircraft fire is relatively inaccurate. Haven't shot down any of these Vals. We do have a lone aircraft just flying over the formation. I think this is probably something that's friendly. Look at this. Who is this? It looks like a Dauntless. That might be one of our... Well, definitely an aircraft that we're recovering. That may be one of our initial scouts. Looks like the Vals are flying on by. I wonder if they're repositioning. What is that? Nope, that's a... No, yeah, that's a Dauntless. Coming in for landing. Okay. You picked a hell of a time to come back, friend. Well, let's get that aircraft recovered. Lexington was able to recover that one Dauntless, and it looks like the Vals are coming back. That's what I feared. They got organized. They are coming for Lady Lex, it looks like. Lexington was able to recover her aircraft, and now the Vals are organized and closing in on her position. Here we go. Chicago Pianos are opening fire on them. Oh, jeez. That is a lot of Vals heading towards poor Lady Lex. There we go, bombs. Oh, boy. Oh, jeez. Direct hit. Oh, no. More Vals inbound. Just getting big hits on Lexington. Oh, jeez. Bombs all around. This is a disaster. Was that it? I hope that was it. Chicago Piano still firing. What else do we got? More inbound. Looks like they already dropped. What are these? Yeah, more Vals. They already seem to have dropped. Oh my gosh, look at her. They got that Dauntless down in the hangar before before the bombs landed right there. There we go, splash one. Jeez. Okay. Bring up the UI, let's take a look. There is no way that damage assessment is accurate. Yorktown's fine, Lexington, there we go. Multiple fires throughout the ship. Still minor flooding, minor damage. Okay, we're doing all right, actually, all things considered. Let's take a look. Flight deck forward is damaged. Flight deck aft is damaged. Anything else critical? Ammunition. Magazine, main magazine, forward magazines are damaged, but that's okay. Are the hangars operational? Looks like it. Okay, fire control team should be getting on it. You know, that could have been a lot worse. That was pretty bad, though, I gotta say. Okay, the Japanese strike is out of here. Hopefully we can patch up the forward deck, put out these fires so we can start recovering aircraft. Let's see. Status, heavy fire. Fire level 77%. Damage control team is unavailable at the moment. Damage control team unavailable. Where the hell are they? Let's take a look. Damage control stations are damaged. Pumps are okay, though, which is good. And then the forward damage control team is available. I wonder where the damage control teams are at the moment. Well, hopefully they get to work on all that. Sensors, gun plot damaged. You know, I'll take it. That actually wasn't as bad as I was expecting. We hit them a lot harder than they hit us, which is very good. That fire in the stern of the ship is really starting to billow, though. Fire is getting worse. I'm moderately concerned. As flooding levels 33%, these fires are just raging. And it says damage control teams are unavailable. I do hope the damage control teams come around and actually start working on stuff here. It is now 8:43. Aircraft from our naval strike are starting to return back to USS Yorktown. We are going to recover these aircraft and rearm them in preparation for a second strike on Shokaku and Zuikaku. We're going to see the crash barricades have been put up there, which is pretty cool. Air ops are in progress once we get these fires out. It looks like the fires are going to be put out here. They are working on them. The fires in the bow of the ship have been extinguished, which is great. Everything else is in good working order, it seems. Propulsion's good. Switchboard is disabled. Emergency generator is damaged, which is not great. Our forward elevator is damaged as well. Lots of damage to start working through, but I think it's all recoverable. She should be able to get back into the fight here soon. It does look like we are leaking fuel all over the place, though, so that's not good. Definitely some problems we need to work on. Well, good news, folks. It looks like all the fires are put out, despite graphically there is still a fire, but they are reporting no more fires, and our aircraft aboard USS Lexington are in the process of being recovered, which is fantastic. Since that is the case, I'm going to go to the map. I'm wondering if I can merge these two groups once more. There's so many aircraft in the area working on recovering here, but... So now, since all of our ships are operational, I'm going to merge everybody once more. We are going to recover these planes, rearm them, and get them airborne once more. The dilemma I'm having right now is, should I send out more scouts? It is now 10:20. We have effectively secured all of our aircraft, I believe. I wanted to make sure everyone got back on deck. We are now going to prep another strike. Now, I'm wondering, can I launch a search? Unfortunately, that doesn't seem to be working for us, so we are going to launch a strike. These are those torpedo bombers heading back up this way, so we can use that. So they are kind of heading back generally where that task force was. I am going to send my strikes over here. So, strike from USS Yorktown. We have 4 aircraft. Do I send Cap? Or do I send an escort? That's the question. Okay, first things first. Let's just scramble. Alright, scramble those aircraft so we can repel these guys. We are not going to send an escort. Let's send 17 dive bombers. 18, 19 dive bombers, 15 more, why not? And then all 6 torpedo bombers. We're going to send everything we got. We are going to pick an area here. I anticipate they're probably around there. Now, hopefully they find them. Range 175 nautical miles out. Good. Standard time, early spotting. Begin spotting them early. I want to tell them when to launch. Normal departure. That is good. Okay, I like that. That is 34 1,000-pound bombs heading their way, and 68 100-pound bombs. Green light this. Next strike is going to be from USS Lexington. Let's see what we got here. Only one fighter survived. That one fighter, you know what? It's going up. It's going to be the escort. 17 bombers from VS2, 11 from VB2, and 2 torpedo bomber. And you know what? Just send a trio of them. Okay, once again, early spotting. I want an early spot. Offensive power is prioritized. Best possible date, 10:39, green light. Okay, begin working on that. Let's take a look at the Ouija board for USS Yorktown. They are scrambling these Wildcats, which is good. How many aircraft is this? 2+, whatever. I want them scrambled. I want them around. Let's take these guys out. And I anticipate this is another enemy air attack. Okay, hopefully we are able to find the enemy surface fleet here. I'm not sure why these guys turned green. Oh well. Well, something I didn't realize, it looks like some more of our Wildcats did survive, and they are landing on Lexington. So that's good to know. Let me check the Ouija board. Okay, they are prepping these aircraft for this strike. These guys are flight ready. Mission ready. Okay. That's from Yorktown. If I knew these other Wildcats were here, I would have sent them up with a strike, but that's okay. That's fine. They are landing. They'll shuffle them around. Perfect. That's fine by me. Let's take a look at Yorktown. How are things going here? We should be launching those Wildcats here soon. Yep, they're mission ready, good to go. And all of these Dauntlesses for this big strike are being prepped. Looks like we lost, what, about a third of Yorktown's air wing? Not more. It was not great. Oh, gosh. Yeah, the Japanese really ripped us up. The good news is we ripped them up too. Although the Zeros have did a number on us, I am sure. I would be curious to see how many kills those Zeros got, because they tore our Wildcats to absolute shreds. That being said, 4 Wildcats are scrambling now to prosecute this incoming threat. We just got the report. These are bandits bearing 020 40 miles out. Our Wildcats are moving out to engage. Hopefully they can get them, and that'll allow us to launch this strike here. Once we launch this strike, we are going to change course and aggressively run away, hopefully to evade the incoming Japanese strike. I have no doubt in my mind that they are sending aircraft our way here soon. Angels high. I hope these aren't Zeros. Okay. Task Force 17. Let's remove this waypoint. What's our speed here? 29 knots. Okay. Got it. That's fine. Keep heading this way. Let's take a look at Matson here. Number 14, climbing through the clouds. The clouds where we're at are pretty darn thick. Hopefully, these Japanese aircraft that are inbound aren't even able to pick up our fleet. And that is a very optimistic thought. I'm sure they know exactly where we are. I'm not going to bet on them not finding us. All 3 Wildcats are climbing up, and this guy, Gibbs is airborne as well, climbing up. Perfect. All 4 Wildcats seem to be moving to engage whatever the heck is out here. We've made contact with the enemy. 3 Vals, possibly. Hopefully these Wildcats make quick work of them. Our Wildcats initially did have some trouble going after a Kate early on. Passing underneath, but it's a 4v3. Gosh, look at those Vals. The valves are all lined up. Wildcats are making their passes. I wish they were a little bit more aggressive, especially when the fleet is right there. Just off the valve's nose. Come on, rip them up. Rip this valve up. Oof. That rear gunner got some pretty good hits. There we go. Took one out. One's going down in flames. Get number 2 here. Oop. Oh, jeez. That was a really close pass, buddy. That was really close. And now the valves are starting to take anti-aircraft fire from the task force. Hopefully our Wildcats come back around. I don't think there's any zeros. It's just a small group of 3. They may have gotten lost. It's interesting that only 3 are showing up here. And now 2. This is an intimidating amount of anti-aircraft fire to be flying through, though. The Wildcats are in pursuit. I see them way back there. Wildcats are coming in, making a pass. There we go. Popped one. Engine stopped. He's going down. Beautiful. There is only 1 valve remaining. The last valve has been shot down. The Wildcats got him. There we go. 3 aircraft shot down. About time. Okay, good. USS Lexington has all of her strike aircraft on deck. Let's check out USS Yorktown. Let's take a look at the Ouija board, and they're all on the deck. Fantastic. Oh, wait a second. That's the wrong carrier. There we go. Yeah, okay. Definitely still working on things with USS Yorktown. That's okay. Do I launch? No, I want to launch all at once. We'll launch at the same time, so we'll hold off for a little bit. Wait until all the aircraft are prepped and ready to go on USS Yorktown. USS Yorktown has all of her aircraft on deck. She is going to commence launching in 1 minute. Once she launches her Devastators, then USS Lexington will commence launching all of her Dauntlesses. A lot of USS Yorktown's aircraft are away. That means we are now going to launch USS Lexington's aircraft here. Let's go over to Lexington. Missions. Naval Strike number 12. And we're going to edit this and take off. Wait a second. Excuse me? Are you already taking off? What is this? Okay, the aircraft already started. It looks like they are in the process of taking off. No, Lexington. What's going on? USS Lexington. Missions. Naval Strike. Edit mission. Switch time. Oh no. Big strike inbound. Wonder if I should cancel this. Best possible date. Okay, I think this may have bugged. Pick a target. I wonder if that's the reason. That is the reason. I want to actually edit this up there. It looks like a bunch of aircraft are coming in from up there. Good. All right, take off, take off, take off, take off. We are going to launch more Wildcats here soon to get those aircraft airborne. I think the Japanese task force is further to the west than I originally thought, which makes sense because of these aircraft inbound. Farragut has picked them up on radar. So we're going to get those aircraft up quickly, and then we are going to launch 4 more Wildcats off of USS Lexington, because she has them in reserve. Let's see, how are air ops going right now? Yorktown still has a lot of aircraft to launch. The Japanese launch those aircraft kind of quickly. They are very efficient, it would seem. But we'll have more Wildcats up to protect our fleet. Hopefully that'll help us out here. USS Lexington has just 2 more aircraft that she is launching here. Then we are going to scramble and launch our final Wildcats. Let's take a look at Yorktown. Yorktown is done. Is she recovering? I think she might be recovering. Let's see here. Let's get rid of all this stuff. Naval strike scramble. What are you up to? Circling in formation. Okay, no, they're just circling. Good. They're just up there. Okay, Lexington. Those aircraft are up. Okay, scramble. Let's take a look at the Ouija board. There we go. Yep, 4 more Wildcats. Getting airborne to protect the fleet because those Japanese aircraft are getting nice and close. Our strikes are forming up and heading out. Go get them. What do we got here? 2 aircraft, 2, and then a flight of 10 plus that USS Farragut has on radar. Let's check the weather. Okay, weather, it's not very cloudy. Not very cloudy at all. Okay, we are going to change course back over this way. I am going to edit our speed to 20 knots. Okay, we're manning battle stations. Wildcats have already started up. They are taking off. Okay, folks, we now have 8 Wildcats airborne to prosecute this incoming Japanese strike. Hopefully it's enough. We have Wildcats moving to engage. 2 bandits closing in. Let's see who it is. Okay, Vorse here. Let's see, what are you working at? Oh, geez, that's a big strike. Well, relatively. Bunch of Vals. Okay, tear them to shreds. Hopefully we just rip the Vals up here. Okay, not great. Uh-oh. Our Wildcats made another pass on the Vals. They managed to pop the leader's fuel tank. Now streaming fuel, but it is lined up on one of our carriers down there. Oh boy. Not looking good. It doesn't look like our Wildcats are going to be able to make another pass before these Vals push over and drop their bombs. Here we go. Yep, they're pushing over. Bullet holes all through this thing. There's a big group right there as well. Okay. Once again, USS Lexington is taking all the heat. Okay, anti-aircraft's coming up. Jeez, that's intimidating. They've dropped? Come on. Miss. Oh boy. Near misses all around. All those anti-aircraft guns are engaging. Okay, near misses all around. Fantastic. Shoot them down. Do not let them get away with that. 2 of them are leaking fuel. Okay, we've shot down a couple. That's good to see. And now we are turning. What's that over there? Is that another wildcat? Yeah, wildcats. And what are those? Uh-oh, Kate's inbound. Not good. Oh. Bracing for torpedo impacts. Wildcats are engaging the Kates. Come on, guys. We are turning hard to starboard once again. Evading any potential torpedo drop here. Looks like we're making quick work of the enemy, but look at that. There's two of them. One's shot down, one's closing in. There we go. Torpedo is dropped. We are turning hard to port to evade that. Come on. Oh, I just saw a hit. We gotta hit it. I think we are going to be able to turn out of the way of that incoming torpedo. Okay, relatively small strike. I mean, two. Yeah, and we massacred them there. Okay, we need to look at our strike now. Air, naval strike, dive bombers, en route. Uh-oh, someone ditched. Are we under air attack? No. Things are looking pretty calm over here. That's good. I don't know why some of these Dauntlesses ditched. That's not good. But, that being said, a lot of them are still airborne, heading towards the target area. That's Naval Strike 12. Number 10, let's take a look at it. Circling. No, they're heading this way. They did say it was going to be pretty clear up here, but that is not the case. Incredibly cloudy. We better be able to find them. Well, unfortunate news. The area around the target is completely cloudy, and I'm not sure our forces are going to be able to find them. So if this strike fails to find the target, we'll launch a bunch of scouts, see if we can pick them up that way, and then launch a proper strike directed right at them. Yeah, it looks like a lot of my aircraft are turning back home already, which is incredibly unfortunate. Oh man, oh man. I don't know where they're at. Okay, we're going to have to send scouts out. Well, folks, good news, I suppose. Our strike made it back. They didn't find anything, but they're all still alive, so we're going to launch scouts and see if I can find them. The unfortunate thing is the scout menu was a little bugged for me. We'll see how I can make that work. Okay, I finally got this to work. I want 6 aircraft, big steps here. They could be directly to the north of us, although I doubt it. And let's bring this in. The Japanese carrier task force is really close because we've just been sailing into the wind this whole time, continuing air operations. Okay, maybe about that. There we go, 6 aircraft. Let's increase the step a little bit just in case. I don't think they're going to be further south than this, but you never know. Increase the step even more just to cover that way. There we go. Okay, launch them. No planes reserved for search number 16. Okay, it's in the queue, but we are landing those aircraft, so hopefully that will work out. It is now 1300. Our Dauntlesses are away, and they are going to start scouting operations in search of the Japanese fleet. We are going to change course here. Our big guns are firing at something. There's a snooper around here. They know exactly where we are, but hopefully we'll be able to shoot it down. Okay, all scout aircraft are away and heading out to the target. In the meantime, we are going to set up our strikes. I want all of my aircraft ready to go once we find the Japanese fleet. So, strike. Once again, we are going to repeat this. All aircraft, essentially. to all 15 here. Okay, 16. I'm going to say early spotting. I want to deviate. I want this set. Desired takeoff. 1345. Let's do 1350. There we go. Okay, I'm not going to pick the target yet. Green light. Now we are going to do this for Lexington. I'm going to do the same thing. They're shooting at something. They're going crazy over there. Single aircraft spotted. USS Lexington, do the same thing. 5 aircraft. And 12 here. No escort. We are going to do 1350. Early spotting. Let me make sure this is set right. There we go. Offensive power. There we go. Green light this. Okay. So our strikes will be ready once we find the enemy. Once we pick them up, we are sending our aircraft immediately. That is the hope here. The Japanese seem to... I think we've really torn them up, if I'm being honest. They're sending aircraft piecemeal are coming over here. We're conducting evasive maneuvers against whatever this is. We shot down whatever was coming at us with anti-aircraft fire. It doesn't look like they've organized a proper strike against us just yet. Besides that initial one. And we destroyed a good number of those valves. Okay, we got them. 20 more minutes until we're ready, but we found the Japanese fleet. 2 ships here. 3 ships, actually. 2 small, 1 large. This is them. Our scouts found them. Good. Okay, our aircraft, our strike's not ready yet. We were pretty close. I should have had them go further out here. Okay, we'll get ready to launch here. And in 20 minutes, we will launch everything we've got at this contact. It is 1350. The Japanese, I believe, are turning into the wind. Oh, yeah, they absolutely are. Well, we have to do the same thing. Let's turn into the wind and begin our strike. Let's set this up from USS Yorktown. Actually, no, that's not the menu I want. I want missions. Here we go. Okay. Naval strike. Edit this mission. Pick a target. That's my target right there. Everybody's going to take off here. Almost ready. We are almost ready to do this, but let's edit both missions here from Yorktown and Lexington. So this naval strike, edit this mission. You are going to target this fleet. There we go. Are you ready? You are not. You are ready. 17 Dauntlesses. Take off now. Just do it. Okay, aircraft from USS Lexington are taking off now. How long do I have until everyone on Yorktown is ready? Pretty much now, right? Okay, everyone should be up there. They're figuring something out. They're figuring something out over there. Let's check. Missions, naval strike, edit. Can't take off just yet. Hopefully they figure it out and we can launch. I think there might be a bug, unfortunately. I'm looking at the Ouija board. Oh, who knows? We're positioning the aircraft. That looks good. Okay, there we go. Take off, take off, take off. Everyone is taking off. This is the really exciting stuff. We know we've got them. We're sending our strike after one failed strike. I think this is where we hit them, and we hit them hard. Hopefully we'll be able to finish at least one of the aircraft carriers off. We've already done a number on both of them, and we need to sink one of them. Oh no, what is this? SyncPack has directed us to fully disengage and relocate to a secure area, pending further instructions. We have completed a report detailing our combat performance for submission to High Command. Please accompany us to the Intelligence Shack to review the details ahead of transmission. I don't want this. I don't want to do no. Oh man. Only because I took so long. Oh, man, that's so unfortunate. Makes sense, though. It's a little too late to disengage. But that was still a fun video. That was still a lot of fun. We are going to do more videos in this. It does not look like I can X out of this, unfortunately. I wonder if one of the Japanese carriers ended up going down, and maybe that's why. Because we did just get this. A strategic objective was completed. I wonder what happened. Okay, let's just go to debriefing. I guess we won't see that final strike. That being said, this was a very cool episode because us failing, in my opinion, in this game is a lot of fun. It's the anticipation. Let's go to the debriefing. Plus, I'm going to do more videos on it anyway. Okay, strategic victory, a tactical draw. Although it did not come without losses in such circumstances, no one can truly claim a victory based on body count alone. Still, your rather conservative tactics have allowed us to maintain the strategic initiative, and for the first time since Pearl Harbor, perhaps a semblance of control over the tactical battle. The losses suffered in the Coral Sea will be felt, but have provided a much-needed respite for our Australian allies, one that General MacArthur will gladly seize to reinforce the Allied presence in New Guinea. History books will surely call it a victory, but for now, we will have more pressing matters. What is done is done. Let us move on to the next round of this fight, this time off the shores of Midway Atoll. We're steaming north, starting tomorrow, Admiral. Let's see the full report here. So Shokaku and Zuikaku were both damaged, and we shot, okay, you know, 35 Zeros went down, 21 Kates, and 31 Vals. I'm wondering, I think one of their flight decks was really screwed, and a lot of these aircraft had to ditch. That's like an entire compliment right there. Lexington was damaged, and Yorktown was damaged, of course. A lot of our warships were damaged. We only lost 28 Wildcats, 10 Dauntlesses, and 14 Devastators. Yeah, I mean, I think if it would have gone on longer, we would have had them. Also, if that second strike would have actually found them, that would have been great as well. We did force the enemy to retire. They did end up withdrawing from the field. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I'm wondering if I should replay this mission. I might end up doing that. Let's go to the main menu. There is a replay, but that is not here just yet. There is a random battle generator, which I will probably use. It pretty much does the Coral Sea scenario, but you can just completely randomize everything. There is, if we go to random, we can set everything to random, which I kind of want to do, just to see how we manage. But yeah, this game is awesome. It is a lot of fun. I am thoroughly enjoying it. And also, it did take me a while to get part 2 out, and that's why my game isn't patched to the newest version. Because I was sick, unfortunately, and that's why it took so long, but I am excited to create more content on this. Also, I did mention it in the video, but be sure to check out the Kickstarter, as there are a few more stretch goals that have been added. It does look like Task Force Admiral is going to shape up into something truly special. Anyway, folks, I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and comment, as it really does help out the channel. But until next time, this is Wolfpack345 signing off, and I'll see you all on the next one.